What's the important message here of Ruckus at this Mobile World Congress 2019 here in Barcelona?
Yeah, we have several key messages. One is the IoT suite for enterprise use cases. That's where we're converging several different wireless protocols that are more IoT-centric protocols like Zigbee and Bluetooth onto the access point. That's a Wi-Fi access point. So we'll have one converged network that handles different IoT use cases. So that's message number one. Message number two is we're offering a CBRS LTE portfolio for the main use case of private LTE. And this is focused on the US at first. This follows the FCC CBRS spectrum band. And that's where enterprises will be able to deploy a private LTE network so that they actually control it for their use cases, which are usually for very critical latency sensitive traffic.
What about the security? That's also pretty important?
Security is also very important. It's very important for CBRS as well as IoT. For IoT, the security is baked into our solution, both at the physical layer over the air, as well as in the infrastructure to our IoT controller. And of course, CBRS follows LTE security standards, so it's very, very secure.
Why is your solution portfolio so interesting for managed service providers so they can address customers with their managed services?
Yeah, well, for managed services providers, they're usually looking to add additional value, both for their benefit and, of course, for their customers' benefit. So for those things that I mentioned that's new for Ruckus, they're really appealing for managed services providers. IoT, so the IoT suite. If, for example, your enterprise customer wants to put their door locks online for the benefits of that, do asset tracking, geofencing with the asset tracks, monitor temperature, humidity. Those are all services that a managed services provider could have and offer to an enterprise. And also for private LTE, that's also right in the wheelhouse of a managed services provider.
How do you see Ruckus innovating in the era of 5G? Because 5G is coming, and what's the role of Ruckus and of course the business chances for resellers and managed service providers?
Yeah, it's a good question, especially here at MWC. Yeah, you'd think that 5G is going to be the only game in town for quite a long time, but Ruckus's viewpoint of that is we are in a 5G era. And there are other technologies at play as well, and there will be multiple technologies in the future that satisfy their particular use cases quite well. So in the Wi-Fi world, Wi-Fi is moving from Wi-Fi 5 or 11AC Wave 2 to 11AX, which is Wi-Fi 6. And that serves the enterprise use case quite well, and that's not going to change in the years to come. IoT, for example, is also in the 5G era with different IoT wireless protocols that serve their use cases well. And we also have private LTE that is LTE, but also part of the 5G era. So, we think at Ruckus that the 5G era is a combination of multiple wireless protocols all serving their unique use cases.